Vinyl community, what's going on? Brian here, Shamrock'n Records. It's been forever. How you guys doing out there? I haven't made a video in months. I don't know if you guys have realized that or not, but I'm back. And I'm going to be back a little more frequently now. Not going to take these couple month delays anymore. I was having a lot of tech issues. My laptop broke, and I record these on my phone, and I wasn't able to make enough storage on my phone to upload videos. And without the laptop to dump the crap in, I just had to, But anyway, enough of that. I got so much to show. I went to a record show yesterday with Jonathan, Cheap and Cheerful record collector. I got some VCLT, so I'm going to just show that first. The vinyl community's been so good to me, and I feel like I haven't been good back. I've sent out a few packages here and there, but I really need to start sending out some more stuff. I actually have a little stack of stuff over in my corner of things that I have for people that I haven't sent them. So anyway, Shawn's Vinyl Corner. If you guys don't know him and his channel, go check him out. He's an awesome guy. He's been in the VC, wow, over a year and a half now, probably. He's just a really nice guy. He loves like 90s stuff. And so he and I have connected because we both like that like 90s alternative kind of stuff. So we're friends on Facebook, and he posts on Facebook all the time. So I know a lot of you guys that are on the Facebook or YouTube, whatever, platform, I don't know. You guys know Shawn. But Shawn, oh my God, thank you so much, man. Shawn sent me the new copy of Giuliana Hatfield's Hey Babe, which was just reissued, or finally issued, I guess. It's the 25th anniversary. Originally came out in like 92. Giuliana Hatfield, alternate chick from Boston. She did stuff with Evan Dando from the Lemonheads. He actually plays on here. Mike Watt actually plays a song on here with her. So Shawn sent me a message one day, and he's like, I have something for you. Do you have this? And I was like, oh my God, I don't. I have it on CD. And I used to listen to it all the time back in the day, but man, thank you so much. Oh, I didn't show the record. It's on this really cool purple vinyl. So, and then he also sent me another band called The Electric Love Muffin, which I just love this cover art. Look, is that not the coolest? And this band is from Pennsylvania, and it's late 80s. 1987 this was released. You can check out this band, really cool. And he's like, I really think you're going to dig them. They're like The Replacements, Soul Asylum. So I gave it a spin, and he was correct about that. They do a really cool cover of Norwegian Wood by the Beatles, and I've really been enjoying this, Shawn. So thank you so much. And one last thing that he did send. He knows that I'm into craft beer, and I just love. But this is from his neck of the woods in Indiana, Crown Brewing, and I can't wait for it to just start getting a little bit chillier so I can start cracking this out and busting this out, man. I just love this hat. So thank you so much, man. Totally appreciate it. If you don't know Shawn, go check out his channel, Shawn's Vinyl Corner. He's awesome. So, yesterday, myself and Jonathan and my buddy AJ went to a record show in Portland. And it was the yearly event, I talked about this last year, where the college radio station gets tons of donations, and they put all these boxes of records out in a gym, and it's basically like a free-for-all where you just rummage through all these different boxes of records. Nothing's sorted. They're you know, records upside down and not facing the right way, so it's a pain in the butt. But you can find some cool stuff, and it's a big event for the radio station, the college, and they also have vendors there on the other side of the gym. But we did great. We had a really good time, and we made the newspaper. So it's the Portland Press Herald, and you know, treasure hunters. I can't read it backwards. Dig for gold records at the radio station sale, and then here we are, Jonathan and myself. So yeah, Cheap and Cheerful and I. And we had a great time. We actually met somebody there yesterday. I believe his name was Justin. Justin, what's up? Who watches both mine and Jonathan's channel. So it was really nice to meet you and talking with you and digging with you for a little bit. So if you see this, what's up, brother? And maybe we'll meet up again sometime and go digging. Right now, what I'm listening to, Little James Hunter. This is on Daptone. Actually, this is not on Daptone. He is now on Daptone. This was much earlier. He was on Go Records Go Records on this one. Blue Eyed Soul. He reminds me. His voice is very similar to Sam Cooke. I first heard of him because Van Morrison had mentioned that he enjoyed him in a interview, and I was like, oh wow, I'll have to check him out, and I'm glad I did. But like I said, he has since gone on to Daptone Records, you know, Sharon Jones and Charles Bradley fame. So if you like that kind of stuff, if you like the soul, Blue-Eyed Soul, which I love, go check them out. Good stuff. All right, now let me show you what I found yesterday. All right, so like I said, some of the bins, the rando stuff was any record was $2 a piece, no matter what it was. And then the other half of the gym was regular dealers. So you know, I didn't have much luck in the $2 bin this year. Last year I kicked ass. Found some really cool gems in the $2 bin last year. I'm gonna kind of breeze through my $2 finds because they're nothing really of, you know, they're not fantastic, but they're good stuff, I guess. But I was pretty picky. But found a copy of Loudon Wainwright's More Love Songs. I have not listened to much of this because I just got them yesterday. I still got to give them a clean. This is a UK pressing. Richard Thompson actually produced this. I've never heard anything off of this one. I do enjoy Loudon's earlier stuff. I actually saw him play at the Newport Folk Fest back in like '98. And that's on, I don't even know what label. I don't know what the hell. Demon Records. So, I don't know. I haven't really cracked these things out yet. Another one, for all you parrot heads, I got Riddles in the Sand, Jimmy Buffett, Gold Sand promo. Not that that really matters, but I'm a big Buffett fan. I did not have this one. I don't think as a whole that this is probably going to be that great. However, it has two songs that I really enjoy by him: "Knees of My Heart" and "Who's the Blonde Stranger." "Who's the Blonde Stranger" is a really funny song. And "Knees of My Heart" has this really cool kind of like reggae summer feel. So it's a great track. The next one I got is one I've been looking for a little while now, and I see it all the time. It's a cheap record. It's a common record, but it's good. And whenever I see it, it's always beat. It's always like the ring wear is always. It's just always in awful condition. So I was like, you know what? It's a common record. I'll find a clean one. I finally found a clean one. So this actually I did not get at the fair. I actually ended up picking this up at a what do you call it? Shop. We hit some record shops in downtown Portland after the show, and that was in there, and I couldn't let that one pass. The reason being is there's a song called "Love Has No Pride." It's the last song on the record. Yeah, like my thumb. Look at that thumb right there, that big black. I smashed my thumb. I was moving furniture in my living room. I was cleaning I had to steam clean the carpet. That's what happens when you move furniture by yourself out into your kitchen, and then you go to pull it back in and you smack it on the counter. Wedged it between a chair and a kitchen counter. So, yeah, that hurt. All right, next one. I'm probably just gonna sell this. Joni Mitchell's Mingus. I'm going to give it a spin first. I'll see how it is, because I do like some Joni Mitchell. But I've never heard this, and I'll be quite honest, I don't really care to hear it. But I do know that I can just flip it quick and buy something else that I would rather have. So this next one, though, Christy Moore. I show Christy Moore, and whenever I can find a Christy Moore, I pick up a Christy Moore. Christy Moore is an Irish singer-songwriter. I've mentioned this in several videos now. He's from the band Planksty. He's just a phenomenal Irish singer-songwriter. So I was very excited to grab this. It's a 1989 record, and I can't wait to give that one a spin. So and then the last of like the $2 cheapo finds was a copy of Stan Rogers, Between the Breaks. It's live. Now, I have heard this before. I used to spin the CD of this in the store at Bull Moose, because we had it's a really nice looking label. We had a used copy of this on the shelf, and I would spin it every so often. Stan Rogers is from Canada, or was from Canada. He passed away at an early age. Folk singer, very like sea shanty, Mariner songs. As you guys know, I'm very into that kind of Celtic sea shanty kind of stuff. This guy's great. Check out the song Barrett's Privateers. I think a few of you out there will enjoy this. So Headley will probably like this. I don't know. A few of you out there I know will. Danny from Not Enough Records. So let's see here. This one was one that I got from Jonathan. He got this in a dig a couple months ago, and I was like, you know, I really would like that record. So it's the greatest hits of the Police. So this is one that I think I'll spin quite a bit because I love their hits, and it's on like this. It's kind of like the Synchronicity record where when you hold it up to the light, it has like a different color to it, and I don't know, it has like a grayish kind of. I don't know if you can't really. Right there you can kind of. It's weird. It looks black, but then when you hold it to light, it like changes color. It's like that really kind of translucent kind of thing. So really cool. You know, I love their hits. I like the Police. Kind of one of my earliest memories of music is the Police. And the song is on this record. When I was a little boy, I don't know when this came out. This song came out, da-do-do-do-da-da-da. That came out in 1980, so I was 4 years old, and my mom and dad would play that all the time. And probably because I was 4 and really couldn't speak that well, the do-do-do, da-da-da-da appealed to me as a 4-year-old. So I haven't really heard that song much recently. I don't know if it holds up. But in my 4-year-old mind, I absolutely loved it. And I had one of those rocking horses, like on the springs, and you would just like rock back and forth. I actually flipped the horse. I was known to flip the horse. My mom and dad would always be playing music, and back in that time, they'd be playing the Police and Cheap Trick, and I'd be out there, and I flipped the thing. I broke the springs. The music got me all riled up. So that's a great song. So I can't wait to give that one a spin. And I just had to buy Jonathan beer for that one. So I hope he enjoyed his Allagash. So the next one I was pumped to find. It's a copy of the Queers' Grow Up. And it's not like an original, it's a newer reissue. But if you guys don't know the Queers, it's some really awesome punk from Portsmouth, New Hampshire. They actually some of the guys would shop in my store at Bull Moose. You know, they're like local legends. One of the guys that I worked with, Tommy, he actually used to live with a couple of the guys in the Queers, and you know, they're cool guys. And this record just kicks ass. I remember having this in high school. It was on Lookout Records. This one here is on Asian Man Records. It's on this gold. Yeah, we got the. But I think this one is like a 2011 reissue or something. But I bought this from one of the vendors there, who I just got like the coolest stuff. Just stuff you'd never ever find. And I'd never seen this vendor before. And I asked, I was like, dude, where are you from? I never seen you before. And he was from Brooklyn. So he came up to Maine from New York City. And the shit that this guy had, was mind blowing. It was just mind blowing. Shawn. You would have Shawn's Vinyl Corner, not Shawn's Lock. Shawn's Lock would probably like it too, but this guy had 5 boxes of indie, alterna, punk, stuff that I've never seen on vinyl. Like, it was like gem after gem after gem, and I'm just like, oh my god, I could have spent hundreds and hundreds. Well, I spent almost 100 at this guy's table, because I got that, and then I got the Pogues. You guys know I love the Pogues, and I mean, I couldn't believe I found an original. So this one, I just never find this. Oh, it's called Peace and Love. I forgot the name. But I mean, the opening of this record, Gridlock, is just like this instrumental punch you in the face. It sounds like you're in a movie. I don't know. It's just so awesome. Look at Shane. That drunk bastard. I love him. So, yeah. Finally got a copy of that. And not only did I get that, but I got a copy of Waiting for Herb also. Now, this isn't one of my favorite Pogues records because Shane's not on this. Spider Stacy does the vocals, but it's still cool. You got like Haunting on here, and I don't even remember what other song. I don't know this record all that well. I have it on CD, but it's kind of like one of the ones that I don't really listen to, but being such a big Pogues fan, I kind of need it. And the thing with this record that I didn't realize until yesterday is that it was never pressed here in the States. This is a French pressing, and it looks like it's like the only pressing of the record. So and it's a 90s. So you know me, I want the stuff. If I can find 90s records, I will grab them. This is from 93. So you got everybody out there knows how hard it is to find good records from the 90s. Sticking with the 90s. This was my grail of the day, my gem of all gems. It's one of my favorite bands. It's something I didn't think I'd ever see, and it's Up and Crumbling, a 5-song EP by the Gin Blossoms. And I have this on CD, and I knew it was on vinyl, but I had never ever seen this. And it's got like early recordings of Mrs. Rita, Allison Road, and like 3 songs that have never been on anything else. So very, very, very excited to. And this one was pricey. I paid up for this. This was $30, but I've never seen it, and I know I probably won't ever see this again. And like I said, it's one of my favorite bands. I will never ever let an original Gin Blossoms pass me up. So let's see. I got a couple more. That was my highlight, but I still got some really cool shit here. So we went to another shop after the show, and the place is called Enterprise Records, and every time I go there I get something. He just always has cool stuff. The owner's, he's a good guy, but he will yell at you in the store. And he yelled at my friend one time because he was taking a record out, and if he sees your fingers going anywhere near the grooves, he's going to yell at you in the store. And he yelled at my buddy Mike, and I'm telling you, Mike was taking it out like he should, and he still yelled at him. I don't know if he just yelled at him because he didn't know him and he was a newbie. I don't know, but Bob let him have it. I laughed my ass off. But yesterday, I found Stevie Ray Vaughan, and so excited. I only had the live record on vinyl, but now I got a copy of Texas Flood, and it's not the greatest, It's got ring wear, but I never find this record, and it has a couple little scratches on the actual vinyl. It's on Epic, but like I said, this is one of those records that my parents played all the time too. Both my mom and dad were huge Stevie Ray Vaughan fans. So I know this stuff word for word and lick for lick. Every note that he plays. Stevie Ray was always like my favorite guitar player growing up as a little kid. I got a phone call. My mom must have heard me talking about Stevie Ray Vaughan. She's calling me. Who knows? But anyway, I'm back. And I also found a copy of Couldn't Stand the Weather, which I love this record. I love side 2 of this record. Oh man, it is kick ass. Just song after song. I just love his guitar. I love his vocal. I had a chance to go see him when I was a little kid. I was in like 8th grade, and he came to RPI Fieldhouse in Troy, New York, and it was a co-headlining tour with Jeff Beck, and at the time it was the Jeff Beck Guitar Shop tour. And I don't know, my mom and dad asked me to go. You want to go see him? I was like, yeah, I want to go, but I ended up not going. They ended up going, and they even got me like the tour shirt, and the tour shirt was cool. It was like this tie-dyed tour shirt, and Jeff Beck's Guitar Shop was on the front, and then Stevie Ray Vaughan was on the back. I gotta find that shirt. I'm sure it's still at my mom and dad's house somewhere, but yeah. And then he died shortly after that. So I had the chance and I blew it. I'm still pissed about that. This next one I got, Bobby Long. It's called A Winter's Tale. And this one came out in like 2011. It's on ATO Records. Singer-songwriter. I forget where he's from. He's got a really interesting voice. Cool lyrics. I don't want to say that it reminds me of like Mumford & Sons, because it's not. It's strictly, I guess, more like Ray LaMontagne, but he's got kind of like a gravelly kind of throaty kind of voice, but it's not really harsh, you know. But he's got really good lyrics and good melodies. I just really like this kid. I don't know what he's been up to lately. I know he did do one record after that, but I've kind of lost to the path of whatever he's done since. But that first one, man, when that first came out, I spun that all the time on CD, all the time. Like, that's one of those records that I'll know like word for word on that one. So I was pumped to find that, and I finally found a copy, a nice copy. Seaver on the Dukes. It's a gold stamp promo. But this is also like one of those records that I'll see around, but it's not usually in decorative shape. And I was like, you know what? For this commonality of a Steve Earle record, I'm going to wait till I can find a good one. And I finally got a really nice, clean Steve Earle record. And last but not least, boom, Night Ranger. Couple weeks ago, my wife and I were up, and when we actually have time alone, because we don't have a ton of days off together. So like when we get like a Sunday off together, on a Saturday night, we'll stay up, we'll drink, we'll put a fire in the wood stove, and we'll spin records, and we stay up till like 3 in the morning and spinning, and we have a great time. And I was like, oh, what do you want to hear, honey? And she's like, Sister Christian. I want to hear Sister Christian. I was like, crap, I don't have Sister Christian. Like, you would think I'd have it at least on a 45, and I just did not have a copy of Sister Christian. And you know what? She was like, you need to get Night Ranger's Sister Christian. So, you know what? I agreed with her, because I do love that song. So, thanks for sticking around. I know it was a really long one. Hopefully I'll be back now that I can start making videos again. So, VC, I got a lot of stuff that I need to show you. I've hit other shows. I've been digging all summer. I got so much stuff that you guys haven't seen. So I'm back. Cheers.